To put it plain and simple, Dutch football is in crisis. After a heartbreaking World Cup final loss to Spain in 2010 and a semi-finals defeat in 2014, the Flying Dutchmen have gone completely downhill, failing to qualify for the 2016 Euros in France and most notably, next year's World Cup in Russia. Many fans and pundits alike have blamed numerous factors including the manager, the players, the curriculum and the Dutch Football Association among numerous other factors. But today, we put these excuses to the side. We put an end to the blaming game and take some responsibility here as we take over the Dutch national team and lead them to World Cup glory. Today, we rebuild the Netherlands. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another international rebuild. It is something that we rarely do, but it is always something that you guys love. Of course, today we are going to be rebuilding the Netherlands. We are going to be taking over Sparta Rotterdam. Not a reason in the world why I'm taking over Sparta Rotterdam. I just need to choose someone in the Dutch league as a catalyst to choose the Dutch national team. But if you guys are super pumped to see another international rebuild on the channel, make sure that you leave a like on the video. And make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you aren't around here. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. Not that it matters too much, but here is our lineup for this opening season with Rotterdam. Craig Goodwin, the Australian, is in there, so always will back that, but we don't worry too much about the Sparta Rotterdam side. We just need to worry about getting the Dutch job and getting the Flying Dutchman back into the frame of World Cup contention. So I'll see you guys when we hopefully get the Dutch national team offer. What a beautiful sight to see. The Netherlands Football Association have approached us here. Of course, I used the EA Sports catalog to unlock this offer. They want us to reach the World Cup final in the 2018 World Cup. I guess we still like the Italy rebuild. If you didn't see that one, I will link that below. But in the Italy rebuild, we got a chance to qualify for Russia 2018. So it looks like we'll get that opportunity as well here with the Dutch national team. But Mr. Rebuild is now in charge of the Netherlands. So we do get the opportunity to qualify for the 2018 World Cup in Russia, thankfully. So we might even be able to complete the rebuild this first time. But I'm going to show you at the start here the initial squad that I'm going to be taking throughout the qualifiers. A lot of decent youth prospects, a few old Dutch wonder players like Robben, like Schneider, I guess like Strootman, although he's only 27, so we wouldn't really classify him as old. But it's a pretty youthful squad, but a pretty decent squad. Confident we can qualify for Russia, but I don't know too much about our chances of going deep in the tournament itself. And I'll let you know that I've already sort of mentally figured out my squad for the 2022, 2026, 2030. Hopefully we don't have to go to 2030, but I've got that all sorted out in the back of my mind. But let's focus on 2018. Let's get into our World Cup qualifiers. So this is our qualification group. One thing that doesn't make sense is why is Russia in there when they're the host of the World Cup? But regardless, we're at the top of it without a loss, so definitely contrasting to real life scorelines. Hungary, Scotland, Russia, Switzerland and Greece definitely should be qualifying out of this group. Let's get into the games now and see if we can rewrite history in the short term. Match day 1 or match day 9 I guess it would be, but our first game in charge is away against the Swiss. Got to deal with the likes of Xherdan Shaqiri, and who else do they have? Do they have Xhaka? They do. Ricardo Rodriguez, Lichtsteiner. They got a quality side to be fair. Karsdorp does get us the first piece of action for this Netherlands rebuild. As you can see, this squad is probably the one I would like to rock at Russia if we do qualify. Not sure about having Robben there, as he might have already retired. Karsdorp gets a red card though, I missed that. Still 0-0. If we can hang on for a point, I'll be happy. 5 minutes to go, a 0-0 draw. Tete is going to come in here for the suspended Karsdorp as we take on the Russian side, again on the road. Let's see if we can get our first win as Dutch manager. Need to extend our lead here at the top of our qualifying group. Don't want to miss out and don't want to choke like the Dutch did in real life. Still 0-0. Who's going to score our first goal? In charge, they're going to score. Zobnin gives Russia the lead. Things really aren't looking good for us. Buzz Doss gets red carded. Oh dear, this is going really bad. This has been a terrible start to life in charge. Van Dijk, Virgil van Dijk, you bloody ripper. He rescues us a point in the final play of the day. Not a win yet. 0 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses. Hell yeah. Look in the top right hand corner. Manager qualify for World Cup. So I'm assuming that was the final games of qualification. We're going to Russia 2018, baby. We've got a couple of friendlies which I won't show you, but we have rewritten history for the start. We're going to Russia 2018. So it is now time for us to submit our squad for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. This first season has come so quickly. It's going to be a really short rebuild if we manage to win it this year, but I've retained the same squad that I went through earlier. Robben, as you would have seen, has gone down 3 overall, but he still solidifies his spot in this squad. Still our highest rated player. I don't know about our chances, but I definitely want to have a good run and really set ourselves up for, I don't know, a decent 2022, decent 2026. I'm pretty interested to see how we go and who we've been drawn up against. So we have been drawn in Group H for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. A pretty interesting group, to be honest. I definitely think we can qualify out of it. Argentina, definitely our toughest opponents. We also have Norway and the Ivory Coast, so pretty interested to see how we go. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correctly, Argentina were the side that knocked the Netherlands out in the 2014 Brazil World Cup. Hopefully I've got that right, so I guess it would be nice to get a bit of revenge, but let's get into the World Cup right now and see if we can complete the rebuild without really even having to rebuild the side, to be honest. Alright, match day 1 against the Ivory Coast. Let's see if we can do much better than we did in our 2 qualification games. No, but that is not a good start. Karsdorp has played 2 games and he's gotten 2 red cards for us. Strootman thankfully does give us the lead here. Robben makes it 2-0, so despite having a man less, we've managed to score 2 goals here against the Ivory Coast, who, to be honest, don't really have that bad of a side. They've got Wilfried Zaha, they've got Boni Javinho, who does score for them, Aurier, Bailly, and we're 3-1 up here. Quincy Promes getting in on the action, so despite having 10 men for 88 minutes or so, we still get a win on the opening game of the World Cup, 3-1 against the Ivory Coast. So of course, no Karsdorp for our second game here against Norway. A win in this game will, not going to say definitely, but it will just about secure us a spot in the last, or in the knockout rounds. That's if Argentina beat the Ivory Coast, then we'll definitely be through. Another injury, well, another setback, I guess you could say, as De Vrij gets an injury. Buzz Doss, however, does give us a crucial goal. We definitely should be winning this game, but weirder things have happened. Martin Ødegaard's off. Wijnaldum does make it 2-0. We're looking in a pretty good position here. Is it going to be another result, another 3 points on the board? A few minutes to go. We are currently 2 from 2 in the World Cup. I am just hopeful that De Vrij isn't too badly injured. But of course, the World Cup runs across the off-season, so we're going to end season number 1 here and get into season number 2, still trying to search for World Cup glory. So bad news heading into our opening game of Season 2, as Stefan De Vrij is out for this next 6 weeks, so virtually the whole tournament. with a torn hamstring. So Bruma is going to come in and be our starting centre back now for the majority of the tournament, probably the rest of it. Karsdorp is our starting right back again, but this game is going to be huge against Argentina. Both our sides have qualified, they get the lead. This game is to determine who's going to finish top of the group. Buzz Dost does tie things up, and he puts us in the lead here. At the moment as it stands, we're going to go 3 from 3 in the group stages. A result that I was not expecting. Are we? Messi ties it up in the 84th minute. It is a 2-all draw. Not sure who had a better goal difference, but we did win both our previous games by 2 goals, so this will definitely be interesting. So we finished top of the group on goal difference, 2 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, same with Argentina. We scored 1 more goal than them, so very happy to see that. So it is us and Argentina going through. Let's just quickly scroll through the rest of the groups. England bow out of the World Cup again in the group stages. Portugal and Colombia going through there. Spain and Slovenia. Fair play, Slovenia. Italy and Uruguay go through. Too bad for Italy. That's not going to happen this year. Or next year, I should say. China. What? China finish above Brazil. I have seen it all. Germany and Denmark go through. Belgium and Czech Republic go through. Wales, not Australia, France and Egypt go through, and then there's our group. And if you look to the bottom right hand corner, you will see in the round of 16, we are going to be taking on Egypt. Mohamed Salah's Egypt. Here we go, boys. Netherlands versus Egypt. Will we be eliminated in the round of 16, or will we continue to fight here in Russia and get ourselves through to the quarterfinals? They get an injury in the first minute, which is not a good start. David Klaassen is going to give us the lead in the 10th minute. Perfect stuff to see there. Buzz Dost does extend our lead. 2-0 up half an hour into this clash against the Egyptians. Mohamed Salah hasn't done anything. We're 3-0 up here. Surely we have booked ourselves a spot into the quarterfinals. We are all over them. 4-0. This is turning into an embarrassing night for the Egyptians. Strootman red carded is not what we needed to finish off the game though. That is a big loss for our midfield in the quarterfinals, but if we can put up a result like this, we will be in good standing. A very difficult clash here. Belgium in the quarterfinals. They have done really well in the round of 16 themselves, defeating Denmark 3-0 in their round of 16 clash. Slovenia or Slovakia have actually knocked out Brazil in the quarterfinals. Argentina knock out the Czech Republic. Can we join these teams in the semi-finals? Let's find out. It is definitely going to be a much more difficult challenge, however, considering Strootman is out for this game, so Van Ginkel is going to jump in for his position. Besides that, we've got our normal starting 11 out there, but look at that. Januzaj gives them the lead. That is not the start we wanted. This Belgium side is really, really good. This is probably our biggest challenge for the World Cup so far. They're a side that I'm actually tipping in real life to go pretty deep in the World Cup. We're not looking too good at the moment. Lukaku doubles their advantage. Karsdorp picks up an injury. We need to score now if we're any chance. And of course, they go and score. I jinx it, and we have been rolled out of the World Cup. We've done pretty well to even qualify considering the Netherlands' real life predicament, but we are out in the quarterfinals of the 2018 World Cup in Russia. So here is a look at the final results of the 2018 World Cup. Will we be seeing this in Russia next year? Spain once again win the World Cup. They defeat Argentina 3-2 in the final. So one thing I'm not going to be doing in today's rebuild, but I want to get your opinion. I'm going to be putting out the feelers now. Scouting in rebuilds. Do you want to see it in future international rebuilds? Let me know, and let me know what way you think we should go about it, because obviously I'm not going to be doing it with a couple of bigger sort of nations I have in plan, but let's say I want to do an India rebuild, an Australia rebuild, a USA rebuild. Clubs that maybe don't have the best foundations or don't have a lot of players that we can naturally grow to win the World Cup. Let me know, how do you want me to do it and go about it with the scouting networks? I definitely want to get your opinions for future international rebuild. It is now time for European football qualifiers, Euro 2020. Some of you guys don't like it that I include the Euros in these international rebuilds, but I feel like they're a key part of growing the nation and showing our progress throughout the rebuild. Of course, I don't go into as much detail as the World Cup, but I still like to show them. So here is our group for the European qualifiers. It is us, Austria, Russia, Sweden, Northern Ireland, and Greece. Definitely a group we can get out of, but let's get into the qualifiers now. Match day 1 here is at home against Sweden. We're going to jump right into things, rocking a pretty similar side to what I rocked in the World Cup. We'll be changing that up over time, but we simulate it. 3-0 win. Alright, match day 2 here, away to Greece. We've decided to put Van Dijk, no, not Van Dijk, De Vrij back into the starting 11. Let's see if we can go 2 from 2 on the road to Euro 2020. We can't. It is a 1-1 draw. Rightio, time for the next games in our road to Euro 22. We're in 2020, I should say. We're in October now. The Netherlands versus Russia. Made a few changes to our backups as I brought in a few of the younger players, starting to seed them into the side. I need to simulate 4-0. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is a better result than I was expecting. We're now away to Northern Ireland. I'm going to give Bazoa his first start for this rebuild. His first start with the national team in the Netherlands rebuild. Let's see how he goes. He doesn't do too much, it seems, but Memphis Depay gets us another 3 points. Alright, so it is time for more qualifiers here on the road to Euro 2020. This time we take on Austria. Same sort of lineup as we had last time, and it is another win. Alright, we're away to Russia now. We're flying in our group so far. 5 points clear of second place Greece. I'm giving starts to Fosu Mensah and Promes for this game. Let's see how the young guys go. And it's a 0-0 draw. So we are all the way now in March for our next European qualifiers. This game is huge. We're 3 points ahead of Greece. We win here, we go 6 points ahead of them. This is probably the biggest game of the group stage, or the qualifying stage so far, and we smashed them 4-1. Alright, this is our final qualifier until September next year. Can we finish Season 2 off on a strong note? We are killing it in the qualifiers. We defeat Sweden here, and we're just about through to Euro 2020, and we win 2-0. Well, that is Season 2 done and dusted, and whilst we are not doing too well with Sparta Rotterdam, as you can see by our 44 manager rating, we are killing it with the Netherlands. Let's get into Season 3 and officially qualify for Euro 2020. Alright, we kick off Season 3 here with our 9th qualifier. I was going to say qualifier, but that is not English, Jared. We are rocking the same side we rocked last game against Sweden, I believe it was. Austria, we simulate our first loss, I believe that is, for the qualifiers. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is our final game in qualification for Euro 2020. And if that's the case, that means we have qualified. We take on Northern Ireland here. A lot of players getting their first starts or coming into the squad. We're going to simulate it. It's a 2-1 win, but I'm going to follow through here and watch. Let's look in the top right corner. Are we going to get a pop-up? We are not. It is not like... Yes, there it is. Okay. Managed to qualify for European Championship. We're going to Euro 2020, baby. So, I'm not going to show you the friendlies we have in between. We've got a couple of friendlies coming up, although I think I have to renew my job offer, but I'll see you guys at Euro 2020. So, we have been placed in Group A for the 2020 European Championships. Obviously, I would say us and France would probably prove to be the two stronger sides in the group, but Switzerland, who, if my memory serves me correct from when I recorded last night, were in our World Cup group, and Ireland joined this group as well, so it should be quite an interesting tournament. We're going to quickly go through the other groups. That there is a tough group. The Group C, not too bad of a group. Group D, oh my, Belgium and England together, just like for Russia in real life, the Russia World Cup. Portugal in there as well. So there's 4 groups, pretty interested to see how we go. Definitely think we should be going deep in the tournament, but let's get into Euro 2020. I'm going to be simulating the games a lot faster than normal, just like I did in the qualifiers. Alright, game 1 here for the European Championships, not away, against Switzerland. I mean, every game I guess is away for this tournament, unless Netherlands are the home nation, but we're rocking a really strong starting 11. Do we get off to a good start? We do. A 2-0 result. Genie Wijnaldum picking up a brace. Same squad for game 2 here against Ireland. We win here and we're in a perfect position to qualify for the knockout rounds, for the qualifiers, for the quarterfinals. Let's see how we go against Ireland. It's a loss. We lose 2-1 to Ireland. Oh my. That loss is going to make this game against France so much more important. The winner will go through, I believe. If it's a draw and Switzerland win, then I have no idea. But we're going to take on France here. Are we going to get knocked out of Euro 2020 in the group stages? I really hope not. They have a good side. We have a good side. We simulate it. We lose 1-0. No, we have choked big time in Euro 2020. And I think we have been eliminated. Is that going to see our job on the line? Oh my, we finished bottom of our group. What a tight group, but that is a monumental failure. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not overly disappointed. I mean, the main role, the main job for this rebuild is to win the World Cup with the Netherlands. We get eliminated in the Euros. Would have been nice to do well, but now all our attention turns to the 2022 Qatar World Cup qualifiers. Let's get into season number 4 and focus on winning the World Cup in 2022. So here's a final look at the Euro 2020 results. Belgium did end up winning the European Championships against France. And yeah, it's a pretty standard tournament tree, I guess I could say. The team's in there, not surprised, but it would have been nice to see us in there for sure. Anyways, as I said at the end of season 3, we now need to turn all our attention to number 1, qualifying for the 2022 Qatar World Cup, and number 2, developing our young talent to give us the best chance of winning it in 2022. So this is what our road to Qatar looks like. Very similar to what we've had to deal with for the entirety of the rebuild, but definitely going to be a tough task. Switzerland, we know what they're made of. The Danes, Denmark, they are really good. They have a very good young core of talent. Greece can give us a bit of a strife. Austria can definitely give us a run for our money. Hell, even Finland can. It is going to be a tough road to Qatar. I am so used to saying road to Russia. But anyways, let's get into the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. As opposed to the European qualifiers, I'm going to watch these games all the way through because every single one of them counts. This is the start of our hopeful win, World Cup win, hopefully. But as I said, the Danes have a very good young core. They've got Eriksson, they've got Dolberg, they've got Højbjerg, but we do get the lead there through Depay. They've also got Sisto, who's an absolute career mode gem. We're 2-0 up here. Quincy Promes getting us a second goal. They miss a penalty. It is all going our way so far. And this has been a great start on the road to Qatar. A 2-0 result against Denmark. Away at Finland here for the second game in qualification. Another win here would be great. If my memory serves me correctly, if I've been observing correctly, we have a total of 10 qualification games, so it is really important to get off to a good start. We don't want to be chasing our tail in the last 5 games. We want to make sure we keep winning in the first 5, and we've gotten off to a good start here as Memphis Depay gives us the lead on the half an hour mark. We're into the second half here, half an hour to go, 1-0 up here. Can we add on a second goal and get another 2-0 result? They get a red card. Can we get on a final goal? We do not, but we still get the win. Alright, we're into October now, and we're into more qualifiers. At home here to Switzerland. Can we pick up our third win from 3 games? Let's find out. We've got a lot of experience against this Swiss side throughout this Dutch rebuild. Can we get yet another win against them, or are they going to shock us? Quincy Promes has been great for us in this rebuild, gets us a lead which is soon shut down, and now we're behind. Oh dear, Embolo and Stefan give Switzerland the lead. Can we get a goal back? We do through Memphis Depay. Great to see. Can we snatch a late winner? Or is it going to be a draw? It is. It's a 2-all draw against Switzerland. We need to bounce back from that draw and hopefully pick up 3 more points here as we travel away to Austria. Austria are currently sitting bottom of the group, so this is a big game for them. And Wijnaldum does give us the lead. Austria don't have a bad side, to be honest. Aliver's in there, Dragovic, they've got Schopp, who is a great player, Nardovic, Sabitzer. They've got a lot of young talent and a lot of quality talent in this side. So, yeah, there we go. Schopp has just equalized for them. We're in trouble. We are in real possibility of getting another draw. And okay, thank God, I almost didn't see that. I almost reacted negatively. But Promes has given us the lead and gotten us all 3 points in the 89th minute. Alright, we need to bounce back from a pretty average, well, I mean, it wasn't too bad of a last session in October. I mean, we did get a win and a draw, but let's see if we can continue getting wins. Let's go 2 from 2 here. Big game against Greece. Just like in European qualifiers, they are very close to us, so we need to get ahead of them. We need to leapfrog them and get a bit of space between our 2 nations. So let's see. There we go. Promes has probably been the player of the episode, player of the rebuild so far. He has been on absolute fire, scoring goals for fun. Memphis Depay as well. He picks up his brace. We're 3-0 up here against the Greeks. There it is, Memphis Depay hat-trick. He's giving Promes a good run for player of the episode so far. And that is a dominant result. 4-0 against a relatively decent Greek side. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Let's take on Switzerland here away with the identical starting 11. Can we get another big win? If we can get another dominant win like that, I will be absolutely thrilled. Again, there it is, Promes. I swear last time we played them, we scored with Promes and Stefan tied it up. 1-1 here. We've lost our clean sheet, but let's see if we can reclaim the lead with just over half an hour to go. Come on, fellas. Genie Wijnaldum steps up, getting us 2-1 in front. Can we hold on here? Can we get another 3 points? Will we? Yes, we do. 2-1 against Switzerland. We're looking pretty good. Alright, game 7 of our qualification. We win here and we've just about booked ourselves a spot in Qatar 2022. We take on Finland. We win here, we move to 19 points, and dependent on results, we could be 10 points clear with 3 games to go, which mathematically would put us in the World Cup. We get off to a perfect start there. Quincy Promes once again stepping up and delivering the goods. Come on, can we get a dominant result? Not with Strootman getting red carded, but David Klaassen is going to get a second goal. We're 3-0 up here. Kluivert, who is an absolute weapon on this game, does extend our lead despite us only having 10 men. I will definitely back that. 4-0 here. We have just ran riot over this Finnish side, and we've finished them. Again, my dad jokes, not the best. Arguably, this game here away against Denmark is bigger for the Danish side than it is for us, because they're tied on 12 points with Greece. Now, we're 7 points ahead of both of them and Greece. We win here, then we definitely qualify for the World Cup, which would be great to see. Denmark win, and they are definitely in a great position. Memphis Depay stepping up and scoring again. These 2 guys, I might have to give a dual player of the match award for this one, because Promes and Depay are absolutely killing it. Dolberg does give Denmark a sniff in this tie. Promes does put the result beyond doubt though. We're going to be heading to Qatar 2022. We are on fire. Absolute fire. So we're in real trouble of losing our job with Sparta Rotterdam. That 40 rating has nothing to do with the Netherlands. That has everything to do with Sparta Rotterdam. But we're here at the end of the season. Season 4 was an outright success. We have qualified for the World Cup with 2 games to spare. I'm really hopeful heading into the 2022 World Cup in Season 6, but let's head in. We haven't been terminated from Sparta Rotterdam, so let's head into our final 2 World Cup qualification games with the Netherlands. It is now time for our final two qualification games on the road to Qatar. These games do not matter. We've already qualified top of our group, so I'm just giving a few of our younger players that I want to have playing in the World Cup in these games. Let's see how we go. I'm not going to watch them all the way through. A 1-0 loss. Okay, that is not what we wanted. Not that it matters too much at all. Alright, now it's time to see if we can finish off qualification on the right foot. We take bottom place Austria on. They've only picked up 3 points the entire qualification phase. We've picked up 22. Can we take it to 25 and get ourselves into Qatar on the right note? Not with Kishner getting injured, but it is a 1-0 result. Van de Beek does get us the win. And we're signing our contract here, our final one before the World Cup. They want us to reach the final. I want to take it a step further. I want to win the World Cup with the Netherlands. We're going to accept it, and I will see you guys for the World Cup. At least, I think that will be the case. Alright, so it is time to submit our squad for the 2022 World Cup with the Netherlands. And our squad is definitely stronger in certain areas. I would say our defense is really strong, especially when we have an 88 rated De Vrij. Our midfield is starting to get really strong as well. Memphis Depay, one of our key attackers. Kluivert really making a push to start in the World Cup for us. And then in strikers, probably Vincent Janssen will prove to be my starting striker. The Netherlands aren't really producing that many great strikers at the moment, but defensively and in net, I reckon we're a good chance in this World Cup. It'll be interesting. I think we're going to have to hope we get a good run, but definitely think, and I think the board agrees, that we can go a decent way in this World Cup. Some of you guys might not agree with some of the players being left out, most notably players like Van Ginkel and Verlaine and Strootman, but this is the side I'm rocking with. Hopefully it can get us World Cup glory. Alright, so in my opinion, we have been absolutely blessed with our group for this upcoming World Cup. The Czech Republic, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela are our opponents. If we don't get through this group, then there is something wrong. We didn't get through last World Cup, but I think we can all agree that this group is 10 times easier than it was last time. Although, now that I say that, we will probably go to crap. Actually, no, we made it through last time, didn't we? I'm thinking of the Euros. We're going to quickly check out the other groups in the World Cup. Pretty tough group there. I'm sure Argentina will probably go through. Italy there. France, that's a decent group. France again. Australia getting drawn up against Spain, Russia and Cameroon. Brazil and Sweden. A lot of the big guys haven't come up yet. England and Chile in the same group, along with Scotland. That will make for some good scenes in the crowd. Germany, Wales, Mexico, Uruguay. So I'm feeling like a lot of the big teams haven't even qualified. Did Belgium qualify for the World Cup? Belgium didn't qualify. Wow, a lot of big nations did not qualify for this World Cup in Qatar. Maybe they're protesting? I don't know, but wow, okay, my confidence levels have gone up a lot now. So let's get into our group stage games. Take it a step at a time and hopefully qualify to the knockout round. Alright, World Cup time, fellas. Match day 1 against Saudi Arabia. We need to get off to a good start here. We don't want to be chasing our tails for the last 2 games. We want to go 3 from 3. Let's see how we go. I've decided to play Ake as our left back, and Kluivert does get us the lead. Quincy Promes has been put onto the bench. He's gone down in overall. Gonna give Kluivert a bit of faith. Van de Beek has given us a 2-0 lead. They miss a penalty, thankfully. Great to see that. We are 2-0 up in a decent position at the moment. Come on. Are we going to hold on? We're going to get our first win of the World Cup. Depay makes it 3-0, and we are 3-0 up here against Saudi Arabia. 3 points on the opening day. Alright, a big game here against Venezuela. We win this, and we're just about through to the knockout stages. Come on, fellas. Let's put in another big performance. No suspensions, no injuries, and plenty of goals on our end, please. Let's go. Let's get the lead. Checking out the Venezuela side, don't recognize too many of their players. I know their goalkeeper's pretty good, but they've got the lead. They've got it again. Depay scores. Penaranda, I believe he's pretty good on career mode. Got them a goal. We equalized. Then Martinez put them in front. We're in trouble here. Come on, somebody equalize for us. Oh dear. 2-1 loss. That's going to make the last game against the Czech Republic really big. So this is make or break. As you can see, the Czech Republic are top of the group on 4 points. We are on 3 points. The good thing is Saudi Arabia are still yet to win a game. So the winner of this game here against the Czech Republic will go through to the knockout rounds. Are we going to scrape in there, or will we fail and have to wait until at least 2026? I really hope not. We need a strong lead. They've got a good side as well, but Bazua does give us the lead. They've got Kalas, they've got Cerny, they've got Yankto, they've got Schick. Yankto does equalize here for the Czech Republic. Don't tell me that my comments earlier are going to come back and screw us over. Come on. Depay, 2-1 up. Let's hold on, fellas. Please, don't screw me over. No, Schick, you bastard. No. Oh my god, we're going through. Praise the Lord. We go through on goal difference. I said that we were going to sweep this group, but we have really done quite poorly. Saudi Arabia save our asses by beating Venezuela. We're through to the knockout rounds on goal difference. But if you look to the right hand side here, we have found our opponents for the last 16. It is not an easy opponent compared to some of the teams out there. We have to take on the might that is Argentina in the round of 16 of the World Cup. But of course, just like in the 2018 World Cup, just like at the end of season 1, it does run across 2 seasons. So let's get into season number 6. Hopefully the final season, and see what we can do in the World Cup. Round of 16 time here at the World Cup, taking on Argentina. We barely made it through our group stage, and if you look at their results, they definitely made it through the group stages. They won all 3 of their games, so they're the form team, definitely out of us 2. We need to get a result. Vincent Janssen in the 25th minute, giving us a shock lead here against Argentina. Our defense, we need to park the goddamn bus at the moment. Half an hour to go, 25 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go. I'm counting down, baby. I'm good at counting. 5 minutes to go. Yes, get in there. Vincent Janssen's 25th minute goal is going to see us knock out Argentina. Oh my. I honestly did not expect us to get past Argentina. I mean, look at that side they have. They have Lo Celso, they have Messi, they have Pavlov, they have Lanzini, they have Kranvita, Barco, Dybala. All of these players would be 85, 90 rated by now. But Vincent Janssen gets us through to the quarter bloody finals. Get in there. Just when we thought it was all going well, we take on Germany. Bloody Germany. Come on, man. They defeated Greece 3-1. If we get through to the semi-finals, goddamn, you cannot tell us we don't deserve to be there. Germany in the quarterfinals. We beat Argentina, but can we shock the world again? I don't have high hopes, but let's give it a go. Alright, we're taking on Germany here in the quarterfinals. We had a ridiculous amount of luck, I would say, against Argentina, being able to stop them. And I would argue that Germany probably have an even better side than the Argentines. So I do not like our chances here. We need to get an early goal and park the bus. We score with Depay. Park the bus like we did against Argentina. Park that bitch. Put it in park. 20 minutes to go. Please hold on. Please hold on. No! Timo Werner gets them all tied up. We're off to extra time. Oh god, I'm so nervous at the moment. Please don't. I actually have my hands up to my face at the moment. Penalties. We win on penalties. We beat the Germans on penalties. Talk about efficiency. Oh my god. My palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Mum spaghetti. We have just beaten Germany 5-4 on penalties. This might just be the flukiest rebuild ever. I cannot believe this. Can we push our luck 3 times? France versus the Netherlands. We've faced them before and they've torn us to shreds before. This is going to be a tough game. Did they tear us to shreds? I can't even remember, but we're going to be facing, or whoever wins this, hopefully it's us. I'm starting to get a bit confident now. I'm starting to think luck might be on our side, but England lost to Italy in the semi-finals, which means Italy have already qualified for the final. Will it be us or the French taking on the Italians? Let's find out. Oh god, we fluked it against Argentina. We fluked the efficiency against Germany. Let's fluke it against the French. We make it to the semi-final stage again. They did it in 2014, but we lost. Can we make it to the final? We're taking on a really good French side here. We know just how good France players are on career mode. I mean, we score in the first minute. Yes, okay, but I was about to say, you look at that French side, and that side on its own could absolutely win you a rebuild, a normal rebuild with a club side. That would definitely guarantee you a rebuild win. But we're 1-0 up here. Let's park the bus again. Come on, park it, boys. Park the bus. 15 minutes to go. Depay makes it 2-0. We're going to the World Cup final. Oh my god. You guys, I can already see the comment section right now. Jared, you're cheating. There's no way you did that. How do I prove it? Honestly, how do I prove it? Tell me a way to prove, and I'll do it. But we have beaten France. We have beaten Argentina, Germany, France, and we're headed to the World Cup final against Italy. One more stop, baby. One more stop. Oh my god. So we already knew this would be the case, but here is confirmation. Italy versus Netherlands, the 2022 World Cup final. Italy have had a pretty difficult run to the final themselves. England in the semi-finals, Spain in the quarters, and Egypt in the round of 16. So just like us, I believe they deserve to be there. And we know how good they can be, judging like we rebuilt them and won it in 2022. So yeah, I'm pretty, I don't know, I'm pretty intimidated, I guess. So we're having a quick look at our, I guess, squad report here for hopefully the final time in the rebuild. It's a pretty balanced side. Our midfield's strong, our defense is strong. I guess our offense can do a lot better. Actually, I might put Kluivert in there instead of Promes. I might bring him on as a super sub. That's our bench. There's our reserves. Probably not the strongest international side we've rebuilt, and it might not be over, but I don't know. I think it's decent enough to get the job. It's going to be a tough challenge, but let's get into the World Cup final now against Italy. Flying Dutchman versus the Azuri World Cup final. I suck at PS4. Let's do this. Larson, good tackle in the corner, cutting around, putting the cross in there, win the header. We cannot win the header. We're going to square it though. Oh, we can't even get the follow-up. Come on, we can't let them go through. They've had no possession. JarradHD goes straight through though. Good defense, De Vrij. I thought they were going to give that a penalty. On the attack here. Simone Zaza going through. No, they've put the perfect weight on that one, but Sillerson is able to save it. Good stuff from De Vrij. We've had all the possession so far. I see you out wide. Depay, nice touch, shoots on the angle, follow up. Janssen gets the parry. We have a well-deserved lead here. We have had all the possession up in their half, made no real opportunities, but luckily the Tottenham striker Vincent Janssen is in the right place at the right time to give us the lead here in the Champions League final. Lovely ball there, heavy touch, and I should have probably not taken that shot to be honest, but we're lucky Janssen gets the follow-up and has the composure to find the back of the net. They're trying to put all their resources forward here, Italy. I'm very prepared to hit them on the counter-attack. That is good stuff. Depay's going to play it. Come on, we need to get there. We are going to get there with Kluivert, but we need a striker in the middle to play the ball into. We're going to cut back around. We do. We're going to lay it off. We're going to finish it, but it is a crucial clearance from Bernardeschi. And I don't know why they call halftime when we get the corner, but that is halftime. Good stuff from Van Dijk. We're passing it through here. We're looking to get a second goal here. We're all over Italy. We're going through. No, what a crucial interception. Now Italy trying to hit us on the counter. Bernardeschi goes through to Belotti. It's a nice ball. We can't let them equalise after we've had all the opportunities. Win that header. They win it, but it's straight into the hands of Sillerson. Italy on the attack. Belotti, good stuff from Van Dijk. Get the ball away, lads. Alright, good stuff. We get it away. Now we're on the counter. Klaassen going through here to Memphis Depay. Just needs to retain possession. It's been a very, very dull half. We're going back here. Ake going through to Klaassen, chips it, and we get the corner. We are going to make a substitution here. They bring on Domenico Berardi. We're going to just get some fresh legs on, bringing on Frankie de Jong and Quincy Promes for Bazua and Kluivert. We do get the corner here. Don't know whether I'm going to go short. I'm going to bring this guy here short. Not too much pressure. Promes, first touch of the game. It's a nice one. He's going to go for the finesse. Oh, we almost got the deflection and the tap in.
Really had to deal with that.
Good stuff, Ake. Here we go. He squares it. Shoots. Oh, that would have been it. Better finish and we would have won the World Cup there and there. But we're into stoppage time now. We just need to retain possession. That's not what you want. Luckily, we win the ball back. No, that is not good passing at all. Shit. Okay, Frankie de Jong. Just clear it over the sideline. That is what we needed. That was a bit of a heart-in-the-mouth moment. I don't know why they're passing it back when they need to go forward. And there it is. One of the most boring World Cup finals you will see. But the Netherlands win the World Cup. That was honestly, in all the rebuilds I've done across FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, I think that might be the biggest fluke I have ever had in a rebuild. But fellas, that is day 5 of the rebuild, December rebuild challenge complete. If you enjoyed this monumental rebuild, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But I'll let you enjoy the title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.
I'm so miserable, cynical, emotional. You're so hard, I don't get that game to play. But you're wonderful, cynical, but you hate me. You tell your stories about it lately. Yeah, it's on a ship that's different, and I hate story about it. You speak till I'm gone. Would you like me if I do what you want? Tell me fast, I'll see if I get down.